Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman met with the media on Thursday afternoon, provided an update on Notre Dame tight end Mitchell Evans, discussed Beaux Collins, and some other items. We're going to discuss these key parts of the press conference. Before we do, folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to our Blue and Gold YouTube channel for more content. Head over to blueandgold.com for more on the press conference, previewing Northern Illinois, recruiting content, and so much more. Jack, let's first talk about Mitchell Evans. Not a finished product was the word that Marcus Freeman used, and he didn't mean that as a player, although he might agree with that as well. But he meant more from his injury standpoint, from his recovery from that ACL that he suffered last year. Tell us about the latest with Evans.
Yeah, Evans played 10 snaps against Texas A&M, and I think exclusively on third and pass situations. It was pretty much a break glass if necessary situation with Mitchell Evans. Freeman was asked about that today. He said that Evans is progressing. He's increasing the amount of practice reps that he's gotten. He'll be about 2 weeks out from being cleared for full contact and full participation. Freeman said on Monday he was cleared like a week before the A&M game. But so expect to see Evans play a little more than he did against A&M. But Freeman really stressed that the Irish are going to be cautious with Mitchell Evans. They know how important he is to their offense, and I concur. There are a few times, Mike, you can correct me if I'm wrong, where I saw the Irish passing attack and I felt like, man, they could really use a full strength Mitchell Evans right now. So they know they're going to need him. They want to bring him along slowly, especially in a game like this against NIU that they should be able to win without him. So expect to see a little bit more of him. Not too much more, I would think.
Yeah. Between him and Faison, it's just get those guys ready for Louisville. It's not that, Purdue will be a slouch next week. I do expect Notre Dame to win big against Northern Illinois, Miami of Ohio. Purdue could be an interesting, road test.
No, I expect them to win big over Purdue, but we'll see.
Get ready for Louisville. Get those guys ready for Louisville. Quote, greater amount of plays than 10 from Freeman regarding Evans. You asked about Beaux Collins. You brought up a really good point that it just did not click with me. I was like, I haven't thought about that in a while. Beaux was here in the spring, but he did not participate in spring practice. So fall camp was really his start to Notre Dame practices. And he played the most of not only the wide receivers, all of the offensive skill positions, as you mentioned.
Yeah, and maybe with the healthy Mitchell Evans, that wouldn't be the case, I would think. Evans really didn't come off the field last year. But I mean, still, it's significant that Collins, I believe, played 59 snaps. The second highest skill position player was Jaden Greathouse with 48 snaps. That's a significant difference. And I asked Freeman about Collins, and he's like, Beau's got great work ethic. He's durable. He's got the size to play that many snaps. He's got the speed. Because Notre Dame has so much speed elsewhere, with Faison, even though he's out, with Chris Mitchell, with Jaden Harrison, with Greathouse, you can play a guy with Beaux Collins who's not Beaux Collins is not necessarily a burner, but you know what you're getting with him on the boundary. And I mean, it paid off late in the game. And Freeman said Beau is a competitor. He's very even keeled off the field, or not even necessarily off the field, on the sidelines, with the small exception of the shove in the back of the Texas A&M cornerback. And he admitted he got away with one there. I think everyone knows, we've seen unsportsmanlike called for less, but it's not unsportsmanlike if they don't call it. So Freeman's he's not okay with losing. He's a constant worker. Just a lot of good things being tossed around right now about Beaux Collins.
Can't let off the gas pedal this week.
Yeah.
Was there a discussion today about, hey, we cannot overlook Northern Illinois?
Yeah. Freeman was asked about, how has the week of practice been, coming off such an intense and emotional win against Texas A&M? And no one wants to throw around the M word, Marshall, but you kind of think about that in the back of your mind, right? In that emotional week one game, outcome was different, but got a group of 5 team coming off a 7-6 season, coming at home. Freeman has said in the past, he took his foot off the gas pedal after Ohio State in 2022. He was on the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark and Channing Crowder and Fred Taylor. He was like, my mindset was we're going to beat Marshall. It's going to be my first win. Obviously didn't happen. Different approach being taken this time. Freeman said that they had, some intense physical Tuesday and Wednesday practices. Freeman really pulled the coaches together and was like, we cannot let off the gas pedal. And he let the players know right away that like they're going to double down on their intensity with the home opener coming up. They know that this NIU team, like if Notre Dame shows up, they're going to win this game. But like if they sleepwalk through the first half, like NIU is good enough to get them, or at least make this a closer game than it should be. So I think some encouraging stuff being said by Freeman. Again, can't pull off the gas pedal, stressing that to the coaches and players, making it clear that like just because you beat A&M, it doesn't define your season.
Yeah, that Marshall team in 2022 wasn't some world beater that Notre Dame did
Correct.
lose to. So if you fumble here, but you just don't know. So good for Notre Dame. And look, when Notre Dame hired Marcus Freeman, it was you're going to take some lumps with him, and he's going to learn on the fly here. But you're going to get that uptick in recruiting, which I don't care what you guys say. The recruiting under Marcus Freeman is better than it was under Brian Kelly, and I think you can point to Kyle Kelly and I did a show today, and I'm pull this up from it. These are all the guys we think might burn their red shirts. 5 of them were like no-brainers: KVA, Bryce Young, Logan Thomas, Anthony Knapp, and Leonard Moore. And then the other 5 are kind of fringe guys. Logan Thomas being a surprise because he's playing on special. If you're playing against special teams against A&M, you're going to play all year.
Well, they could also like what they did with Jaden Osbury last year. They played him on special teams and like for the games and then decided redshirt. But your point is a good one that like they're going to get contributions from the freshmen.
Yeah. So that's me on my soapbox for a second. Folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content. Again, go to blueandgold.com for much more Fighting Irish content. That's going to do it for this video. Appreciate you guys for watching. And as always, we will catch you next time.